Precept 6. Choose your own fate. Our elders teach us our fate is chosen for us before we are even born. I disagree. You know what? Zod is actually very smart. I agree with everything he's saying right now. Precept 7. Mourn not the dead. When we die, do things get better for us or worse? There's no way to tell, so we shouldn't bother mourning or celebrating that for that matter. Precept 8. Travel alone. You can rely on nobody, and nobody will always be loyal, therefore nobody should be your constant companion. You know what? I'm starting to disagree with Zoe a little bit. Precept 9. Keep your home tidy. Very important. Your home is where you keep your most prized possession. Your cat. She's asleep right now. It's actually Nisa right there too, under the guitars. She's also asleep. The most prized possessions. Well, I wouldn't call them possessions, but, you know. Yourself, therefore you should make an effort to keep it nice and clean. Precept 2, internet strolls in a nutshell. Precept 10, keep your weapons sharp. That reminds me of... Never mind. I was gonna say, it reminds me of a video I saw of Etika, who died recently on a suicide, so rest in peace, Etika. But I saw a video of him, and he was kind of saying that, you know, what if memes could hurt? You know, you guys are laughing at memes and stuff, but sometimes these things can actually hurt people, can't they? That was a very interesting video. Well, rest in peace, Etika. I make sure that my weapon, Life Ender, is kept well sharp at all times. That makes it much easier to cut things. Very important. Precept 11. Mothers will always betray you. What? The precept explains itself. Precept 12. Keep your cloak dry. If your cloak gets wet, dry it as soon as you can. Wearing wet cloaks is unpleasant and can lead to illness. Precept 13. Never be afraid. Fear can only hold you back. Facing your fears can be a tremendous effort. That's right, Zod. Very smart. Therefore, you should not be afraid in the first place. 14. Respect your superiors. Someone superior in strength of intellect or both, you need to show them respect when you don't laugh at them. I disagree. Challenge your authority, Zod. 15. One foe, one blow. You should only use a single blow to defeat an enemy. What? What? That makes no sense. Any more is a waste. Also, by counting your blows as you fight, you know how many foes you've defeated. Etika, rest in peace, did have a point in not treating people's lives and troubles like a meme. Who knows what others are really going through. I agree. It's very difficult. Especially for most people who don't experience depression. I guess it doesn't matter. But for people who experience depression, you know, things can be very difficult. They've been very difficult for me. Thankfully, not anymore. Gladly. But 16. Don't hesitate. Once you've made a decision, carry it out and don't look back. You achieve much more this way. I wonder, are they gonna go all the 50 ways through? 17. Believe in your strength. Other may doubt it, but there's something you can always trust. Yourself. Make sure to believe in your own strength and we will never falter. 18. Seek truth in darkness. This precept also explains itself. Does it? I'm not sure what you mean by that. 19. If you try, succeed. If you're going to attempt something, make sure you achieve it. If you do not succeed, then you've actually failed. Avoid this at all costs. I disagree. Failing is a very important part of the learning process, Zod. You need to fail so you can actually learn from your mistakes, so you can actually grow. Speak only the truth. When speaking to someone, it is courteous and also efficient to speak truthfully. Beware that speaking truthfully may make you enemies. This is something you have to bear. Be aware of your surroundings. They just walk alongside underground. I do that. You need to look up every so often to make sure nothing takes you by surprise. It's funny because I've actually had eyesight problems. Because you can see I wear glasses, right? Spectacles. I've had eyesight problems since I was like very young. But I didn't actually get my first spectacles until I was like at the end of high school. At my last year of high school. So when I would walk on the streets, I got in the habit of looking down, because if I looked far straight ahead, I couldn't actually see things very well. Things were very blurry for me, and it kind of just hurt my vision. So I got in the habit of staring down into the ground, because the ground is closer, so it's not that blurry. It's a bad habit though, but you know, now that I wear glasses, spectacles, I don't need to do that anymore. But I still kind of do, just because it's a habit that it's been with me since I was young. So 22. Abandon your nest. As soon as I could, I left my birthplace and made my way out into the world. Do not linger in the nest, is nothing for you there. Learning to fail and learning from your mistakes is the whole point of these Souls-like games. It is, but I guess they put a few things that make a lot of sense and a few things that are meant to be kind of funny and to show why Zod is unsuccessful in many ways, and not learning from his mistakes is probably one of the reasons that he hasn't grown. 23. Identify the foe's weak points. Every foe you encounter has a weak point, such as a crack in the shell or being asleep. You must constantly be asleep. You're just gonna attack people while they're asleep? Oh my god. You must constantly be alert and scrutinizing your enemy to detect their weakness. Strike the foe's weak points. Once you've identified the foe's weak points as per previous precept, strike it. This will instantly destroy them. Protect your own weak point. Be aware that your foe will try to identify your weak point, so you must protect it. The best protection, not having a weak point in the first place. 26. Don't trust your reflection. I was gonna make some joke about balls, but you know what? Let's not get into that. When peering at certain shiny surfaces, you may see a copy of your own face. The face will mimic your movements and seem similar to your own, but I don't think it can be trusted. Eat as much as you can. When having a meal, eat as much as you possibly can. This gives you extra energy and means you can eat less frequently. That's Zod spreading the intermittent fasting ideology. Alright, my dude. 28. Don't peer into the darkness. If you peer into the darkness, you can't see anything for too long. Your mind will start to linger over old memories. Memories are to be avoided, as precept 4. But I was gonna say, intermittent fasting. I've done that actually for like 6 months. And it was very good. It helped me lose some weight. But it is very annoying because you really get into the habits of only having a single meal. So whenever you go out with your friends, for example, and they're gonna have dinner, you're always like, well, I can't really eat. I've already eaten too much. So I decided it would be better to just not do intermittent fasting, just to have meals like regular people, right? Like breakfast, lunch, dinner. But it became a problem for me because I was so used to intermittent fasting where you eat a lot in a single meal that trying to have 3 meals ended up for me that I would just eat too much on every meal because I was so used to it. So it took me a few months to actually readjust into eating like a regular person. And that's the biggest downside of intermittent fasting, in my opinion, is when you try to stop doing it. It is very difficult because you're so used to just eating like 1,500 calories in a single meal that when you stop and you're trying to have 3 meals, you just struggle a lot with that because you never feel full with any other meals you're having. So it is very annoying. So intermittent fasting, does it work? Yeah. Do I recommend it? For a little bit. Don't get too lost into it though, because it can be very annoying to get away from it. 29. Develop your sense of direction. It's easy to get lost when traveling through winding, twisting caverns. Having a good sense of direction is like having a magical map inside of your head. It's very useful. 30. Never accept a promise. Spurn the promise of others, as they are always broken. Promises of love or betrothal are to be avoided especially. Disease lives inside of dirt. You will get sick if you spend too much time in filthy places. If you are staying in someone else's home, demand the highest level of cleanliness from your host. Destroy people in dead sleep. Intermittent fasting is similar to the keto diet. Intermittent fasting is basically having a single meal during the day instead of having 3 meals. So it's like, let's say you usually eat 1,800 calories. So instead of eating 1,500 calories to lose weight in 3 separate meals, you would do 1,500 calories in a single meal. And then you would fast until the next day where you would have the single meal again. And then on the next day you would have the single meal again. That's just a strategy to losing weight. But at the end of the day, what really matters for losing weight is counting your calories. Or at least having an idea of the calories you're eating. That's the most important thing. That's what matters. Intermittent fasting, keto, it's kind of gimmicks, but to lose weight, what you need to do is eat less calories. That's really what it comes down to. 32. Names have power. Names have power, and so to name something is to grant it power. I named my nail Life Ender. Do not steal the name I came up with. Invent your own. But it does help, like intermittent fasting, it can help you with eating less because you're eating a lot on a single meal, and then after that you just need to fast. So it does help with losing weight, but at the end of the day what really matters is your calories. 33. Show the enemy no respect. Being gallant to your enemies is no virtue. If someone opposes you, you don't deserve respect or kindness or mercy. So Zod is like one of those garbage red spirits from Dark Souls, huh? Trying to always catch people in the forest when they are already in trouble. 34. Don't eat immediately before sleeping. This can cause restlessness and indigestion. Just common sense. That is kind of true. Up is up, down is down. If you fall over in the darkness, it can be easy to lose your bearing and forget which way is up. Keep this precept in mind. Eggshells are brittle. Once again, this precept explains itself. Do not use the eggshell helmet. That's from Ragnarok Online, a very old MMO. When you start the game, you have an eggshell that you wear as your helmet. Borrow but do not lend. If you lend and are repaid, you gain nothing. If you borrow but do not repay, you gain everything. Beware the mysterious force. A mysterious force bears down on us from above, pushing us downwards. I guess we call it gravity. If you spend too long in the air, the force will crush you against the ground and destroy you. Beware. Very important. Eat quickly and drink slowly. Your body is a delicate thing and you must fuel it with great deliberation. Food must go in as fast as possible, but fluids at a slower rate. I think that's actually the opposite. You want to eat food as slow as you can. And you want to drink as much as you can. So that's bad advice. Obey no law but your own. Laws written by others may inconvenience you or be a burden. Let your own desires be the law. There we go. Now we're talking. Learn to detect lies. When other people speak, they usually lie, scrutinize and question them relentlessly until they reveal their deceit. Spend geo when you have it. Some people will cling to their geo, even taking it into the dirt with them when they die. It is better to spend it when you can, so you can enjoy the various things in life. Never forgive. Wow. If someone asks for forgiveness of you, for instance, a brother of yours, always deny it. The brother, or whoever it is, doesn't deserve such a thing. I guess this is getting a little bit too personal, isn't it, Zod? You cannot breathe in water. Water is refreshing, but if you try to breathe in it, you are in for a nasty shock. I'm not stealing, I'm borrowing without consent and not giving it back. That's very important. Do not give it back. One thing is not another. This one should be obvious, but I've had others try to argue that one thing, which is clearly what it is, and not something else, is actually some other thing, which it isn't. Stay on your guard. The world is smaller than you think. When young, you tend to think the world is vast, huge, gigantic. It's only natural. Unfortunately, it's actually quite a lot smaller than that. I can say this now having traveled everywhere in the land. 47. Make your own weapon. Only you know exactly what you need in your weapon. I myself fashioned Life Ended from shellwoods at a young age. It has never failed me, nor I it. I shall about this advice. 48. Be careful with fire. Fire is a type of hot spirit that dances about recklessly. Ooh, it can warm you and provide light, but it will also singe your shell if it gets too close. Is that how I dance in real life? Just did this. Statues are meaningless. Do not honor them. No one has ever made a statue of you or I, so why should we pay them any attention? Alright, gonna have to go. Good night. Have a good night, Asteroid Keeper. It was nice having you around. Sleep well. Don't linger on mysteries. Some things in this world appear to us as puzzles or enigmas. If the meaning behind something is not immediately evident though, don't waste any time thinking about it. Just move on. Nothing is harmless. Given a chance, everything in this world will hurt you. Friends, foes, monsters, uneven paths. Be suspicious of them all. Beware the jealousy of fathers. Fathers believe that because they created us, we must serve them and never exceed their capabilities. If you wish to forge your own path, you must vanquish your father or simply abandon him. Wow. Do not steal the desires of others. Every creature keeps their desires locked up inside of themselves. If you catch a glimpse of another's desires, resist the urge to claim them as your own. It will not lead you to happiness. If you lock something away, keep the key. Nothing should be locked away forever, so hold on to your keys. You will eventually return and unlock everything you hid away. Bow to no one. There we go. There are those in this world who would impose their will on others. They claim ownership over your food, your land, your body, and even your thoughts. They have done nothing to earn these things. Never bow to them and make sure to disobey their commands. There we fucking go. Take back what is ours, right? Do not dream. Dreams are dangerous things. Strange ideas, not your own, can worm their way into your mind. But if you resist those ideas, sickness will rack your body. Best not to dream at all, like me. Obey all precepts. Most importantly, you must commit all of these precepts to memory and obey them unfailingly, including this one. Have you truly listened to everything I've said? Let's start again and repeat the 57 precepts of Zodes. Well, there we go. She's just really enjoying her time with him. I came to this kingdom to fulfill a promise, and now I have succeeded. That promise I made so long ago, I promised to myself. A promise of glory, glory for I, Zodes the Mighty. I have never doubted myself, never faltered, and now I have achieved everything I desired. Well, I'm glad he feels so happy about that. Heroic, beautiful. She's really enchanted by him, isn't she? I think this is her house. This is where we need to go now. There we go. Oh, we have something here. The Grey Prince, having heavy breaths, flushed from the exertion of battle. The figure emerged from the well. Triumph was his, and the trophy he bore to prove it, the fearsome skull of his vanquished opponent. Startling warning he brought to the village, one that rung so true. Their white savior, thought a hero by the bugs, was a vicious beast, and the shrouded Grey Prince was in truth the hero deserved. With honor and humility, he recounted his quest below, his epic journey for one purpose: to find her, to protect her, his grey maiden, his partners in darkness. I like that she has the portrait of him now. Alright, that's all. Well, I guess they have a happy ending, don't they? Let's descend. I guess she has a statue of him now too. So this is what we want to do. We want to attack the statue. And that should bring us to the Zodes the Mighty fight. Like an imaginary version of himself, who's actually strong and mighty. I like the portrait of himself in the back. Ew. I like this. Terrifying, beautiful, powerful Grey Prince Zode. Alright, let's go. Oh, I see. He summons minion versions of himself. You got me. Where did he go? Oh! Well, that was my bad. I was gonna say let me try to heal, but it's probably not the best time to do that. He fell down, so maybe I'll be able to heal now. Well, I healed once and immediately took damage, so... Oh, he fell down again. Maybe I can heal now? There we go. We can heal a little bit. I tried to dodge, but the dodge didn't go through. That was my bad. I swear I dodged that. I don't know what happens. Ew, very tall. There we go. Alright, we died. That's fair enough. But I mostly died because I think I took way too much damage at the start. So now that I know what he actually does, we can avoid most of that damage. And then we're gonna do good on this attempt, I think. Let's go down. Yum yum. It's my go pills. Alright, let's go. Terrifying, beautiful, powerful Grey Prince Zode. There we go. That's my boss. Let's try to charge the nail, right? So, well, I missed that. I was gonna say, seems like a good idea. Not if I keep missing, though. Got me. Eh! Almost got me. Not quite. I think we're doing good on this attempt. You got me there. The dream nail is messing me up a little bit. Ah! That really messed me up. Alright. Alright, we should heal now. Because we're very low on health. Ah! It telegraphs me, that's not cool. Oh, I forgot you did that. It's my bad. I pressed the dodge button, but it didn't go through. That happens very often. Well, at least I got the boys. Ew. Well, there we go. Dark romance. I like this a lot. Oh, it seems like we can fight him again. I don't know if that's gonna do anything for us though. So probably not gonna waste my time with that. Does he change the dialogue here? No. Alright, fair enough. Alright, these two just talking about this. Alright. Well, that was the Zoti the Mighty fight. Map updated. Is it for the basements? No, it's probably something down here that I found, right? Maybe, maybe not. Well, we've done this already. Let's remove that. Alright, so what else are we missing? We're missing some grubs. I'm not entirely sure how to get to them. And we're missing the ending. The second ending with the Radiance. Well, let me see something here. Zod, White Defender, Lost King, Grey Prince Zod. We've done all of those. Alright, so there's a few things we're missing here. There's an NPC in Lake On. That's the NPC. So I think I'm gonna go try to find them now. Just give me 1 second. And there's also the green troop boys. So I think we're gonna do that right after we find the NPC here in the at the end of Lake Un. So it's like there, I think. This is about right. Alright, let's take the stag. Ooh, 1 second. Alright. So we want to go to Green Path, I think. Let me see where we are. Yeah, seems about right. So from here we go up and to the left. Yep. Let me check to be sure. Yeah, just keep going to the left. All right. Is there something here? I guess not. This area is so beautiful. Such a pretty place. Alright, this should be the lake. Lake of Un. Is there someone inside the house? I remember there was someone, but I think he left. Yeah. It's not here anymore. Alright, fair enough. So I think the secret here is like all the way to the other side of the lake. Yeah, there we go. Yep. I don't know if that was a breakable wall. It kind of looks like it, but maybe not. There we go. That's Un. Oh, gave us something. Shape of Un. Then just left. Alright. Let's see what that does. Shape of Un reveals the form of Un within the bearer. While focusing so, the bearer will take on a new shape and can move freely to avoid enemies. That seems really fucking good. I might actually equip that. That seems really good. Especially since now a lot of the boss fights, they've been very like, you know, very annoying with the healing opportunities that we have. That seems like it would be extra good for the final boss. Alright, so we don't need to do all the way back. That doesn't matter. Alright, so now I think we want to get started with the green troop. You might be disappointed. Why? Is the trinket not that good? Alright, green troop. How do we start this? In order to start the quest, the player must first travel to the Howling Cliffs and go through 2 breakable walls. I see underneath Joni's response. Then finds the corpse of a large bug. Alright. Let's do that. Put it and find out. Ooh. Alright. Teleport back. It sounds good from the description. I guess it might be a troll trinket though. Let's see. Wait. Is there no bench here? Oh, there's a bench just on the other side. There we go. Alright, let me see. I need to figure out all my... So I already have so many charms equipped. Like, how many does it take? 2 notches. I guess this potion? Shape of Un. Well, I don't have any souls. Let's kill a few enemies then. There's a few enemies right here. Ah, it's actually all the way there. You know what? Let's go to the Howling Cliffs already. There's many enemies there. And then we can figure out what this trinket is about. Alright. I think it's just the stag nest, right? On the Howling Cliffs. Alright. I thought this was the way out. Yeah. I wonder, why does this still not work? I guess it's nothing. I guess that's just to pull the stags up the elevator, maybe? So that's probably why it doesn't work, because there's no stags anymore. Alright, let's get some souls. There we go, let's focus the soul. I like it! What the heck? You said I wouldn't like it? I would be disappointed. I like it! We become a tiny slug. That seems amazing. Let me get more souls so I can actually like see how this works. Yep. There we go. Some enemies here. Alright, let's see. It seems pretty good, actually. Like, we don't really move that slowly. I like it. I think I'll keep it. It seems very useful for the boss fights, at least. And it's also kind of funny, so I like it. This is pretty decent. Alright, so, for the green... Oh, I took off the compass, didn't I? So I don't actually know where I am. Well, that's a problem. So I guess we're going back. Because I need to re-equip the compass. But you know what? For boss fights, I can just unequip the compass and equip this. This is pretty good. It's become a cute slug. Not that bad. Alright, where's my charms? We need the compass, and you know what? The spore shroom is okay too. Got the stag back. And then sadly, we're going back to where we were, but that's okay. Stag nest. It's not like it takes long to fast travel anyways. And then we're gonna find the large bug bossy or something, and that should allow us to start the Green Troop DLC. We go. I guess maybe that's why the elevator doesn't work, because you probably need to put as much weight as a stag for it to go up, right? I understand. Alright, so now we should be able to see where we're going. Should be far enough. Let me look at the map. Right, so we want to go further down. We're a little bit too high up. Yep. What? Oh, Oh, okay, okay. It's not even here. It's like back. Alright. I understand. Right, somewhere on this area. Let's look at the map. This is like we found one of the secret doors actually already. Because there's like a thingy here that we've opened. Oh, my bad. Like here, right? Yeah, there we go. Higher beings was for you alone. This blasters playing stretch never ending. There's no worlds beyond. Those foolish shit of traverse the void must pay their toll and relinquish the precious minds. Wait, is this not it? Oh, I think it's like down here actually. Oh, there we go. Found it. Oh, okay, I see. What is this? Guess it's nothing. Alright. There we go, that's the large bug bossy. Inspect. The corpse of a large bug. Well, I guess we dream now. The corpse of a large bug. Oh! Alright. It's like this is doing something. Well, maybe not. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say maybe we need to dream nail it. Alright. Just the accordion. Is that it? That might be it, I think. So now we need to go back to Dutchmouth, and they will be there, I think. Or maybe actually we need to talk to the large bug again. Let me go back and check, actually. No, it's just the corpse of a large bug. Alright. Well, let's go back to Dutchmouth. Because now I think the NPCs will have tents in Dutchmouth. And then we'll talk to them, and that's gonna lead us along on the DLC quest. Hopefully. Alright, let's go all the way back. Go. Might as well heal, right?